Have you ever felt this way? A harsh word, a careless glance, and suddenly it feels like an arrow shot straight into your heart. That hot instant need to fight back to prove you're not wrong to defend yourself. The rest of the day you replay the moment, arguing, justifying, protecting. You feel attacked, and that feeling of being wounded, it truly ruins your entire day. But what if I told you that you have the complete freedom to choose not to pick up that arrow? What if I told you that your liberation lies in how you respond, not in what anyone else says? Welcome to Buddha Essence. Wisdom. I am Nguyen Dai, and after many years of sharing the Dharma here in the United States, especially with my fellow Golden Agers, I've come to realize one core truth. The need to protect our ego is the heaviest burden we carry. If these videos bring a bit of stillness and wisdom to your journey, please do hit that subscribe button on my channel. That is the best way you can support me to continue bringing you more profound insights. Today, we will begin with one of the greatest secrets to keeping your peace. Respond with compassion, not ego. I want you to imagine this. When someone is angry and speaks hurtful words, what is our automatic reaction? Our ego screams, "I must protect myself. I am not that person." We immediately confront them using our pride to retaliate. But if you step back for a moment, just one moment, and look closer, according to Buddhism, the person who is emotionally attacking is the person who is suffering. A truly peaceful person, a truly fulfilled person, never feels the need to hurt another. That harsh word is not born out of the truth about you. It's born from the unhealed wounds inside of them. From my expert perspective, having worked with thousands of people over the decades, I can confirm the act of choosing compassion over ego is an act of spiritual strength. You don't have to agree with their behavior, but you can clearly see their pain. You step out of the battlefield and choose to keep your own peace. Now let us move to the second key to unshakable peace, especially vital for us in our seasoned years. Returning to the present moment, mindfulness. I want you to take a breath with me. Just inhale and exhale. Tell me right now, in this moment, is anyone criticizing you? Is anyone yelling at you? No. All of that anxiety, all of that resentment, and that lingering anger you carried from yesterday, or that worry you have about tomorrow, they are nothing but shadows cast by the past or the future. You see, true peace is only found in this single fleeting moment, the present moment. Think of your mind like a fortress. When you allow your thoughts to drag you back into an old argument or project you forward into a fearful prediction, you are essentially leaving the gates of your fortress wide open. But when you anchor yourself here right now through the practice of mindfulness, you build an impenetrable shield. This is the liberating truth of the Dharma. Mindfulness is your only true protection. When you are fully present, observing your breath, your body, your senses, there is no space for those old hurtful words to have power over you. They cannot exist here. The moment you are awake to the present, you become the mountain, not the wind. You are simply aware that a thought of anger is arising, but you are not in the anger. That awareness is mastery. Now we arrive at the third essential key, a powerful tool to dismantle the walls of self-pity and pain. Identifying the story the mind writes. I want you to think about a common modern experience. You send a text message or an email and you see that red receipt, but then silence. That, my friends, is the event. It is a neutral fact silence. But what happens next in your head? The mind, which is inherently a tireless storyteller, refuses to accept the neutral. It immediately grabs the pen and starts writing a full-blown dramatic script. I must have offended them. They are deliberately ignoring me. I'm being dismissed again. Suddenly, we are not reacting to silence. We are reacting to a screenplay written entirely by our own fear and insecurity. The Buddha taught us that almost all of our suffering does not come from what actually happened, but from this story our mind invents about what happened. These stories are composites of memory comparison and past wounds pretending to be the truth. The practice here is revolutionary in its simplicity. Recognize that a thought is just a thought. Do not mistake it for reality. The next time your mind begins its frantic storytelling, simply pause. Create that small space of awareness and gently ask yourself, is this what truly happened? Or is this the story my mind is inventing right now? That single moment of clarity is enough to weaken the story's grip. You realize you are not trapped inside the thought. You are the silent, spacious awareness observing it. And from that space, freedom begins. Let us now turn to the fourth great truth, one that serves as a profound antidote to all emotional distress: contemplating impermanence, anicca. In our advanced years, we have witnessed countless things change: seasons, careers, relationships, even our own bodies. Yet when an uncomfortable emotion arises, a sharp feeling of offense, a lingering resentment, we often treat it as though it will last forever. We cling to the suffering. I want you to pause and ask yourself, is that wave of difficult emotion, that irritation, that sting from a cruel word, is it solid? Is it permanent? No. It is like a cloud passing through the vastness of the sky. The deep wisdom of impermanence. Anicca teaches us that everything is constantly shifting. That unpleasant feeling you are holding on to, it will pass. That harsh word hurled your way, it has already dissolved into silence. All things change. We use this contemplation of impermanence to dissolve our attachment to fleeting feelings. The moment you realize that the pain you are carrying is not fixed, you understand that it is powerless to keep you captive. What is not solid cannot hold you. You use the very nature of reality change to release your grip on suffering. This realization frees your heart from the burden of yesterday's emotions. We now come to the fifth profound realization, one that grants immediate freedom. Their behavior is their pain, not a reflection of your worth. This is perhaps the most practical teaching. When someone lashes out, when they criticize or judge you unfairly, your automatic response is to internalize it and ask, what did I do wrong? What is wrong with me? But the liberating truth is this: the behavior of others is often a mirror of their own suffering, not a reflection of your value. People operate from their own internal weather, their stress, their unhealed wounds, their fears. A person drowning in their own distress might speak sharply without realizing the impact. Someone struggling with deep insecurity might criticize others simply to feel a fleeting sense of control. The profound insight here is to understand that you have the authority to stop owning the negative energy that never belonged to you. I want you to make this commitment today. The moment you feel the sting of someone's words, pause and ask that powerful question: is this truly about me, or is this their pain speaking? When you see this deeply, not just intellectually, but in your heart, you will realize that you no longer have to carry invisible burdens. You stop absorbing other people's chaos and your peace becomes untouchable. We now shift our gaze inward to the sixth essential truth, the core principle of lasting serenity, the practice of non-attachment. For much of our lives, we mistakenly define peace as the ability to control everything that happens to us. We believe that if we can just manage every person, orchestrate every event, and ensure life meets our exact expectations, then we will finally be peaceful. But the struggle to control the uncontrollable is the very source of our suffering. The profound realization of the Dharma is this: peace is not about controlling what happens. Peace is the liberation that comes from releasing the need to control the outcome. Think about the anxiety that grips us. Where does it come from? It comes from the gap between the reality of the moment and our stubborn attachment to expectation. How we think things should be. We cling fiercely to these outcomes. They should have thanked me. The traffic should be moving faster. My retirement should look exactly like this picture in my mind. When you practice non-attachment, you recognize that your peace is internal and unconditional. You consciously let go of clinging to expectation. This isn't passive resignation, it is active wisdom. You participate fully in life, you speak kindly, you act skillfully, but you leave the result to the flow of the universe. When you release the need for control, you step into true freedom. That is where deep, unshakable peace resides. We now delve into the deepest liberation the Dharma offers, the realization that shatters the need for defense. Stop trying to protect the ego. Why do words cut us to the core? Often it's not because the words are true, but because they touch the very sensitive mental image, the fixed identity that we are trying so desperately to protect, prove, and justify to the world. We take things personally because we cling to a mental image of ourselves. But here is where the profound freedom lies. The Buddha taught that there is no fixed, permanent self, anatta. The you today is not the you of 5 years ago. Your opinions, your likes, your personality, they all evolve. So if your identity is always changing, what exactly are you trying to defend? Imagine the lightness that comes when you let this sink in. What if you no longer had to keep proving who you are? When you consciously let go of defending that mental story, criticism immediately loses its power. You see those harsh words or judgments not as attacks on your being, but simply as temporary labels someone else's passing perception. You stop taking it personally because you realize there is no fixed, solid self to be attacked. Remember this truth. Freedom doesn't begin when people stop judging you. It begins when you stop needing to defend who you think you are. This is true inner spaciousness. And now, friends, we arrive at the final crowning realization, the synthesis of all the wisdom we have shared today, the practice of the power of non-reaction. This teaching is perhaps the most difficult to master, yet it is the most liberating force you can cultivate in your golden years. It cuts directly to the core of your freedom. I want to remind you of a profound exchange from the ancient texts. A man filled with deep anger and hostility approached the Buddha and began to insult him, to curse him, trying every means to provoke a reaction. The Buddha simply stood there, calm, unmoved, allowing the man's fury to wash over him without impact. Eventually, the man stopped exhausted and asked, almost bewildered, "Why didn't you react? Why did you not engage with me?" The Buddha's reply holds the entire secret to emotional freedom. He said, "If someone offers you a gift and you do not accept it, to whom does it belong?" The man answered, to the one who offered it. The Buddha smiled and said, "The same is true with anger. This is the very essence of our teaching. When people throw their anger, their judgment, or their fear at you, you have the absolute and fundamental right not to receive it." Let us be clear. Most of the time, the pain enters us not because people hurt us, but because we receive everything personally. We grab the gift of their negativity. Immediately, we interpret it, we feel attacked, and then we suffer. Someone insults you, and you instantly grab the insult, internalize it, and allow it to fester, causing an unnecessary war within your own mind. The true strength, the strength of the awakened person, is not to fight back, but to choose non-reaction. Now, I must clarify what non-reaction is not. It is not suppression. We are not stuffing the anger down, pretending we don't feel it. That only creates a pressure cooker. It is not passiveness. We are not tolerating disrespect out of weakness. Non-reaction is clarity. It is the conscious ability to step back before the automated ego-driven response takes over. It is the practice of creating a sacred space, a crucial pause between the stimulus and your action. So how do we cultivate this non-reaction? It is a moment-by-moment practice, a gentle yet firm discipline of the mind. Step 1. Pause. The moment the words hit you, or the moment the internal storyteller begins to rage, you must physically stop whatever you're doing. Do not speak, do not text, do not move. Just pause. That moment of stillness is your lifeline. Step 2. Breathe. Take a slow, deep, conscious breath. This simple primal act pulls you immediately out of the automatic brainstem response and grounds you back into the present moment, linking back to our second teaching. It reconnects you with the vast, still awareness beneath the emotional storm. Step 3. Observe. Now, without engaging or fueling the fire, you simply watch. Observe the thought, "They disrespected me." Observe the emotion. Irritation is rising. Observe the body. My body is tightening. My jaw is clenched. You are not judging. You are just noticing. The mind wants to react. That moment of awareness is your ultimate power, because reaction is automatic, response is chosen. Think of the person's anger as a stone thrown at you. You can either catch it, interpret it as a personal attack and bleed, absorbing the shock and pain, or you can simply let it fall to the ground. When you let it fall, it remains their stone, their problem, their karma. You remain whole. The true goal of non-reaction is not to be passive, but to become unreachable, untouchable, and free. You become the calm person in the midst of the storm, not because the world suddenly became calmer, but because you are no longer the wind, you are the mountain. When you choose not to feed someone's negativity, you do more than just protect your own peace. You interrupt the chain of suffering entirely. Anger feeds on anger. Hatred is never appeased by hatred, but only by non-hatred or non-reaction. Every time you react, you are giving the other person's suffering legitimacy and energy, confirming their worldview and fueling the conflict. But when you meet their aggression with stillness, you introduce a completely new element into the equation. Bedtime. You refuse to play the emotional game. This is the definition of true spiritual strength. Responding with awareness when the mind demands an automatic reaction. In our earlier teachings, we spoke about letting go of the ego, point 7, and responding with compassion, point 5. Non-reaction is the practice that makes those higher virtues possible. When someone says you are lazy and you don't react, it's because you've already done the deep work. You know that. 1. The word is a temporary label. Point 7. Not your fixed identity. 2. The word is likely their pain speaking. Point 5. Not a reflection of your worth. 3. The feeling is impermanent. Point 4. And will pass. 4. The suffering comes from the story your mind is writing. Point 3. If you choose to believe it. Non-reaction is the moment when all those 4 truths come together in a powerful defensive posture of peace. It means you have stepped into your true size. No one can make you feel small when you are rooted in this space. My dear friends, the journey to peace is not about changing the world. It is about changing how you relate to the world. The moment you stop taking things personally, the world no longer has the power to control your serenity. Peace begins the moment you stop taking things personally, not when life gets easier, but when you awaken. And that awakening, the ability to pause, breathe, and observe is already happening within you. If today's reflection resonates with you, you're welcome to support the channel by liking, sharing, or subscribing. Each small action you take is a source of energy that helps me continue creating mindful content for the @Buddha Essence Wisdom community.